Good morning. It's hiking time. Let's go. So I'm at Government Canyon again. Did not have time to drive anywhere else today to explore new things. I wanted to do that, but don't have the time. I have some stuff I got to do this afternoon. I got to be a responsible adult, at some point in my life. So I got to do that. I was not going to hike at all today. I was just going to sleep in and then go to what I got to do later. But then I woke up and I'm like, no, you know what? I really need to hike. Or I want to hike. So here I am. I'm not going to be able to do anything very long or very hard. I'm also training, so I really need to get my miles in. So I really couldn't skip today. So I'm training for something a little more exciting than this. Let's go. We're in the front country today. Started out as this is a nice flat walking path, so we'll see how easy this ends up being if it stays like this. It is 65 degrees, but it's very humid. That's the campground trailhead. Goes to the campground. All right, so we're going this way. Lytle's Loop, that's what it's called. Junction. Lots of junctions here. I think Savannah Loop goes that way. We're gonna do Lytle's Loop first, and then we'll come back and do Savannah Loop. Sodal plants. This one's not as big though. It's like a mini version. Crossing the Savannah Loop again, goes that way. And that way under that cool tree. But we're going this way on Lytle's Loop. The trail is giving off Northern California vibes today. Look at all that fog. So this trail, Lytle's Loop, so far is very exposed. I mean, there was that section that was in the woods, but once we broke out of that, look at this. I could see this being incredibly miserable on a hot sunny day. It's foggy right now, so it's nice. It's very humid, which makes it feel really warm. But yeah, I could imagine if the sun comes out, whew, this one would be rough. So we turn here. Looks like a road. Forest Service Road. This trail has a completely different vibe from everything else out here. It's very open, exposed. Oh, look at the view. It's a neighborhood. Yeah, we're really close to civilization on this side of the park. So my watch says that we're climbing, but I don't feel it. So it's very gradual, very gentle if we are. Oh, we're gonna go down and back into the trees. This is cool. It's suddenly so green. It's so weird. Back out into the open a little bit. All right, so I came from that way. Can't really see it, but there's a curve right here, and then it goes that way. Now we're turning around and going back toward the main part of the park. Lytle's Loop kind of goes out a ways and then goes back. And I think we parallel the other part of the trail for quite a while. So I could just cut through here at any point and find the trail I just hiked. That's kind of interesting, just kind of out and back. Another glimpse of another neighborhood and lots of construction. I didn't completely ruin the vibe, but yeah, it ruins the vibe. So it got very rocky all of a sudden. It's also a lot of trash. I'm not videoing that, but man, y'all, lots of construction going on. Went from very rocky to very grassy. It's not as much trash on this section though. Back there was tons of trash, plastic and random construction material stuff, and lots of toilet paper, which is gross. Leave no trace, y'all. even when you're in the city. Oh, wow. I almost missed this, y'all. Had my head down. I was going. And it looks like it goes that way. I mean, there's a rock barrier there a little bit, but I thought it went that way. We actually turned this way. I was gonna just keep going. Had my head down, was lost in my thoughts, thinking real hard about life. I know it's like the same scenery from pretty much every trail out here. It doesn't look a whole lot different. I mean, there's some variations, but it's still really pretty. Like, it's not getting old, which I think is cool. Crossing another Forest Service road and back out into the wide open space. These trees, like a scene out of a Halloween movie. Look what I see. So actually, at this part of the trail, you're actually paralleling the entrance to the park. I see you hiding in there. My sodal plants. Think I didn't see you in there. Oh, there's another one in there. This is different. It's a paved path, but it goes up pretty steep. Alright, so we turned back inward towards the more central part of the park. And we should be connecting with the Savannah Loop pretty soon. Alright. Deja vu, man. I feel like we're finally getting to the savannah. That's so pretty. But I figured we were gonna come out on a Forest Service road for this portion, because on the map, this stretch is incredibly straight. No bends in it. And you can see a long ways. So we're back at the junction with the, I guess it's Lytle trail. I was just corrected by some locals, so that's cool. So apologize. Lytle trail. And the Savannah trail goes that way under this really cool tree arch. I think I have about 2 miles left, and I'll have both loops complete. Back into the trees. I don't know if the camera really captures it that well, but there's a ravine. I think that's a creek bed down in there. Can't really see it that well, but I think that's what that is. Should be almost to the end of this loop. I got all the junctions. Oh, parking lots. All right, so my thoughts on this particular hike. I did all of the Frontcountry, both loops. The Lytle, somebody corrected me. It's not Lytle, it's Lytle's loop. I did all of that, and then I did the entire Savannah loop. I actually did not care for Lytle's loop that much. Mostly, it was easy, flat, good terrain. Went out onto the Savannah, I guess, the open area, and that was really nice. But a large portion of that trail goes along a road where there's a lot of houses, a subdivision, and there's a lot of construction noise, which was not too bad, but then there's a lot of trash. So like soda bottles and cans and plastic bags and roofing material and piles of toilet paper, which was gross. And it just kind of ruined the vibe back there. So I'm not a fan of that. But overall, I mean, the trail was nice for the most part. And then the Savannah Loop, I really liked that one. That one was peaceful. It was clean. It was quiet. It was easy terrain. It had a good variety. It had the open savanna, and then it had parts of the trail that went through the trees. So all of that combined was 7.12 miles or so. So not bad. Kind of short day for me, but I enjoyed that. It was nice. And I actually, because the trail and the terrain was so easy, I was consistently within the 17 to 18 minute mile the whole time. And I wasn't hiking stressed. I was actually hiking very calm for 2 different reasons. Well, 3. There was no flat tire this morning. That was the first reason. The second reason is that I'm headed to New York soon, and I'm going to be there for almost 3 weeks. So that's super exciting, and I get to go snowshoeing. So yay. And then yesterday I got to eat lunch with 2 very, very dear friends. Actually, I wouldn't even call them friends. They're family. Like my brother from another mother and his awesome wife. And I don't know, it just put me in a headspace because it was such a great reminder that I have some really great people in my life, and I love those 2 dearly, and I was so happy to see them. It just put me in a good mood, and so I was just able to take today as kind of an active recovery and get some good miles in, and it was a good hike. I do recommend, if you're just looking for a peaceful hike that's not too hard, but still has some good mileage to it, and you can combine, I mean, the loops, you can cut them any way you want. Like, you can make that a really short hike, or you can make it a really long one like I did. I mean, there's some good options here. So yeah, I enjoyed that. That was good. It's time for me to, I'm not raiding Walmart today. I'm going to go get cleaned up, and then I have to go to an appointment. Okay, bye. One more thing. I am seriously going to try to video my snowshoeing adventures coming up. So get ready for that, because that's going to be a whole new level of adventure. Can you tell I'm excited? Okay, bye.